Hey, so welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a life update slash like what tech school is like for the Air Force. So let me start by saying that I'm currently in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri from my tech school, which is engineering. And I got here September 9th and I graduate December 19th. So pretty excited, I'm gonna leave soon. But yeah, so if you'd like to know what it's like, then stay watching. So just a disclaimer, not all tech schools are the same. So what I'm like saying is my experience of tech school and like what mine is like. So different tech schools or jobs will probably be different than mine. So before I get into tech school, I'm going to give you like a little background about myself. So I am reserves in the Air Force. So after I leave tech school, I'll be going back to my home base, which is Niagara Falls in Buffalo, New York. Well, Niagara Falls, New York. Which is for reserves, you just go there once a weekend, a month, and then 2 weeks straight out the year as a minimum. You can go there longer if you want to and like volunteer for more hours. And after I graduate here, I have to do OJT, which is on the job training, for 4 months at my base. So yeah. So this video might be on the shorter side because tech school really isn't that like exciting or anything. But I'll try to give as much information as I can for you guys. So the first thing is the hours of school. We leave at 07:30, and then we come back to our dorms at 16:30ish, 16:45ish, and then that's really is our school. We have school for about 8 hours every day. We have an hour and 15 minutes for our lunch break, and we have about 2 30-minute breaks throughout the day, or they can have like 4 15-minute breaks. We get like an hour to break throughout the day, so that's pretty cool. But besides that, it's really not that bad. Just stay focused on your job and you learn how to get trained. And the major difference between basic and tech school is the MTOs to MTIs. We don't have MTIs anymore, we have MTOs, and they like never yell at you. They're really just in their office all day, and they don't really come to you per se. You have to go to them if you need help or if you need anything from them, because they won't go like looking for you unless it's the actual cause. But they don't really yell or do anything major. And when you get to tech school, you're not automatically given all the privileges. There's phases you go through. It's phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. For phase 1, you're not allowed in civilian clothes or allowed to go off base. Normally that lasts for about 2 weeks, depending on your base and your tech school. Mine was 2 weeks, so after 2 weeks I went to phase 2, which phase 2 allows me to wear civilian clothes after duty hours, and I can go off post on the weekend in my service blues, which is pretty cool. And then in phase 3, phase 2 was 28 days, and then in phase 3 you're allowed to go off post any day out the week and in civilian clothes, and there's no curfew on the weekend for you. So after Friday form, you can just leave for the weekend and just be gone pretty much, and not have to come back for curfew, because in phase 1 and phase 2 you have to be in your dorms by midnight, because they will come check. It's called an NCOD, and they come check to make sure you're in your dorms and everything. And someone also asked me if you get paid in tech school. You get paid in tech school and basic every 1st and 15th of the month, because you're on active orders, so you have to get paid. But in basic, you might not, like if you're active orders and just now starting to give them your card info, you might not get paid for a little while after, like maybe like a month or month and a half in, but you'll get back paid for all the checks that you missed. And probably the biggest thing in tech school is like friendships. Like it's so easy to make like really great bonds here. So just be prepared if they graduate before you and then they leave. It's pretty sad, but you probably have that connection for a long time, because you make really great friendships in like the means of like 2 weeks. It's pretty crazy, but it's a really great feeling. Tech school is really just like college. After you get out of school, it's really your own free time. You can do whatever you want. There's washers and dryers here for you for free to do your laundry. The girls' dorms, we have full-size fridges, but the male dorm only have mini fridges. But you can have food in your dorms. You can go to the commissary or the PX and buy whatever you need, have it in your dorm. You can order packages, because in basic you couldn't have packages, but now in tech school you can. And you can buy like clothes, sneakers, makeup, anything you want really. You can wear earrings again with your uniform. You can also wear makeup if you like to wear makeup, just not anything faddish or anything like that. But besides that, it's really pretty easy, and it's like you're like a human again, besides being just like a robot in basic training. it's really fun. You just try to find things to do because it can get really boring. Like right now, I was outside just coloring in the coloring book because there's nothing to do. But just make some good friends and try to go out every weekend. Yeah. Probably the most like drastic difference from basic to tech school is PT, because it goes from having PT every single day of the week except for Sundays in basic to, well, for me, we only have it twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, from 04:45 until about 05:30ish. And if it's too cold, if it's under 30, raining or snowing, they cancel it. So lately it's been canceled a lot because in Missouri it gets really pretty cold in the morning, and it has been snowing a little bit. So we really only have it twice a week, if even that. So it's a big difference. But there's gyms around. Like there's one like right out the corner of my dorm, and then there's one of like a little further. But try to stay in the gym and training at least a few times a week on your own, because if you get unfit or if you fail a PT test, that's not gonna be good. Also, for my tech school, which isn't like many tech schools, my classes are mixed between all the branches. We have the Army, Marines, and Navy in our classes and everything. So it's pretty exciting and fun because you get to get all their perspectives on their like career and their how their basic was and everything like that. So it's pretty fun. So if you go to like a Army base for your tech school, it's more laid back than if you were to go to a AETC tech school, which is the Air Force tech school, because the Army sergeants can't really like tell you what to do. But like they could, and you should listen to them, but like they can't really discipline you or anything unless they come to your chain of command, which is a lot of work for them, which they rarely do. And also if you go to like the PX or the commissary, it's not really Air Force sergeants around watching like how it was at basic. If you like went to basic and like went to the PX, it was always Air Force sergeants around like watching you. It's not like that here anymore. So it's pretty better and laid back. I'm not sure if this video will even be like informative at all, but tech school really is really simple, because after school it's really your own free time. You can do whatever you want pretty much. So tech school really isn't bad. It's actually pretty easy, and it's easy pay because you just go to school and you get paid for it. And then that's about it really. Just always try to stay focused on like school first, of course, and then make some really good friends to help enjoy your time here, because after tech school's over, then like you go on to operational or go back to your home base if you're reserves or guard. But yeah, just try to stay positive throughout the experience. It gets pretty boring and you would probably miss home still, but you can also get visitors like on weekends or after school. So if your parents ever want to come visit you on the weekend, they can for sure. They just can't stay in your dorms, but they can get a hotel nearby and you can visit them if you're in the correct phase or if your squadron allows it. But yeah, so try to make more videos more often for you guys about tech school, because you guys really seem to enjoy my last one about basic. So yeah, so if you have any questions, just comment down below or text me on a social media like Instagram or Snapchat, and I'll get back to you. So yeah, thanks for watching.